Hey guys, welcome to another Python tips and tricks video. In this video we're going to learn about the map function. The map function applies a function f to all elements of a sequence or in a sequence S. By sequence we mean any data structure or any object that we can apply the for loop to. Anything that we can loop through, basically things like lists, dictionaries, strings, and so on and so forth. And there's actually quite a little difference between Python 2 and Python 3. In Python 2, the return value of map is a list that has the same length as the sequence S, whereas in Python 3 it just returns an iterator, so that's faster and more memory efficient. I'm using Python 3 here, so as we can see here we have a function here that says myFun x, it returns x times 2, so it receives an integer value, it multiplies it by 2, and let me run that. And I have my list ls here, and as you can see here I use the map function to apply myFun to the list ls, and what it will do, as we said here, is it will apply this function to all these elements one by one, and we should be able to get an iterator that has the same length as the input list. So let's run that, and now if we add a cell quickly and see what R looks like, then R is basically an iterator. I can convert R into a list. I can transform it into a list by doing a list R, and I can see the result. Or I can actually loop through R because it's an iterator, so I can loop through it immediately. And no, let's just do it again. R equals map, and if we loop through it, then we get the results. The reason I wasn't able to do that is because it's a single-use iterator. This is as a result of the yield function, if you're familiar with that, right? Like we said before, we can apply, we can use map on strings as well. So we have a string here. This is a string, and then I import the string package. And what I do here is I immediately transform it into a list. But as you can see here, I say map string.capwords my string. So it'll loop through the string one character at a time, and then it will basically transform the first character of the string that's given to it into a capital case. And because it loops through the string one character at a time, all characters will be in capital. So let's run that, import string, and then run that, and we get a list of each character separately, and each character, as you can see, is capitalized. Let's have a look at dictionary. Usually when we loop through dictionaries, we loop through the keys, although we can also loop through the values if we wanted. So as you can see here, is I basically call string.capwords again on my dictionary, and I transform it into a list immediately. Run that, and I get a list of capital X and capital Y. We can actually use a lambda expression or lambda function instead of using this predefined function that we have here. I here have a simple example of saying lambda x, and then what I do here is I say x times x, and I pass it the list. Run that, transform it into a list, and I get each number of the list ls that we had here squared, as you can see. So x times x. Excellent, good stuff. I hope the idea makes sense. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.